All right, hello. Welcome to this live stream. This is December 1st, Sunday. I apologize for starting a little late at 10:30. Been a chaotic morning, chaotic week. Lots happened on this Thanksgiving weekend. Um, I know a lot of you are probably still away, traveling, or fighting through the airport today, trying to get home. Uh, and if you're outside of the United States, this past week was Thanksgiving. It is the um, most, let's say, yeah, we can say it is the most important holiday for Americans. Uh, Everybody travels home to be with the family, uh, or if you are uh, lucky enough to stay home to celebrate, you're probably cooking a large dinner for a lot of people. Uh, or if you are or if you live in a college town like me, a lot of people couldn't get home, or or they are foreigners living in the U.S. and their family is in another country and they couldn't get home. Or their family just doesn't care about Thanksgiving, so they're hanging out in Boston or in town, and we call that Friendsgiving. Hello, FGFG, how are you? Welcome. Sorry for starting a little late. Been a chaotic morning. Lots of travel this week for a lot of people. So if you're able to join us, thank you. And I know you guys, a lot of you probably listening to this afterwards. Uh, hey, the market is always right, right? So, okay, let me get started on Instagram. Um, Blocking. Okay, so if you should see opening up psychic blockages done. All right. So we are live on Instagram as well. Oh, hello, Marina Ilishu. Am I pronouncing it right? I'm trying my best. Welcome. FGFG said, I'm good, I think, although you know what has happened. Hey, all this chaos is just momentary. Right? Um, in fact, for us black magician, we embrace chaos because chaos means manifestation is about to happen. Um, and also means that the spirit are intervening in your sphere to rearrange um, your life, right? Like I know it kind of suck when when the things you planned for didn't happen. I was just having this conversation with another person. Now I'm not going to disclose the conversation, but like she was hello stingy doubt on Instagram. Hello Michelle. Hello Coke Kant. Um, Morena said, let it to Morena. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks, Morena. I feel good. It's just I think I'm allergic to live stream. Every time I turn on my mic, I have a sniffing nose and my throat clog up. As soon as I go offline, I'll be breathing just fine. So I have done good measures to control the situation. I've been taking Sudafed and popping cough syrup, and I have hot coffee here, so we will do very well. Um, yeah, so I was just telling FGFG. I was having a private conversation with other friend. So in short, she was working on something all week long, and by the end of the week, her plan completely fell apart, and I was there to console with her losses, and she was feeling bad, and then all of a sudden, wait a few days, all her problems were solved, and none of what she was doing the whole week matters after all. So, at the moment of chaos, it kind of sucked. But who knows what the spirits have in store for you, right? And it's going to be something good, something unexpected. So this is the life of a black magician. I have some chaos this week too, like of like intense Uber chaos. Like on the like over the span of like 36 hours. My Uber driver took me to the wrong store, and a bunch of cancellations on Uber, and like a 10-minute trip took like an hour and a half, and my Uber actually took the wrong way. Like I noticed like it wasn't the right way, and it was like the second time this week I noticed the Uber driver was like taking the wrong route. It kind of rarely happens, especially in North American city where all the streets are kind of gridded. It's very easy to find your way around here. It's like highway and exit, and this Uber driver actually missed two exit, and I was like, "Where are we?" And he will apologize. Yeah, I missed a few exits. I was like, "Okay, just take me there." So and I got bitten by a dog. That almost never happened. It only happened once. It was at a Thanksgiving party. My friends were just showing off their new puppy, like a 3-year-old dog, right? They used to have like a Chihuahua, and then they got this. I don't know what breed it is, but it's like a big dog, and they have a hard time controlling it. Usually, I let the dog smells my hand, and they're fine. But like this guy, I don't know. It's like an adopted dog, so they who knew what happened to this dog before um, my friends adopted him, right? And the dog kind of like relaxed, and then like he like launched at me. Luckily, I wasn't hurt or injured at all, but the dog actually bit through my jeans. Well, jean like material, like really tough utility pants, and he bit a hole in it. um so that never happens, but like the good side is, hello, Dejina Babik, how are you? Hello, good concept, welcome back. Well, the good news is, once he torn through my pants, all the girls at the party were like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And then they're all like coming up to me and like feeling up my pants and like rubbing my legs. "Oh yeah, are you okay?" And then all the girls were like kissing me, and it was in front of the husband too. Unfortunately, all the ladies, they were married, but right in front of their husband, they were like hugging me and kissing me, and they were like, "Are you okay?" Blah blah blah. So I got a lot of attention out of that. But yeah, so I'm having like a fair bit of chaos this week too. I'm only sharing because this is just another episode in the life of a black magician. And if you do a lot of rituals, if you are a black magician, if you work closely with a spirit, expect these things to happen to you. It is just like a realignment of your continuity chords. So yeah, FGFG, good luck to you. Things is going to turn out, and it will probably not be the way that you expect it to be. Hello, Michelle. How are you? How's Singapore? So today's topic is on psychic blockages. And FGFG said, "Thank you, my friend. You're welcome, my friend. We are like a emotional support group here for black magicians." I know, because like for black magicians, uh, there's not a lot of good options to have friends, right? Either Reddit. Oh, I don't want to point out. Okay, cancel that. Either like internet forums, which I think like 90% of the encounters are made up to boost their egos, or you can talk to friends, or especially if you are like a pro, right? Um, you don't talk to the clients like they're your peers. You have some encounters and you don't know where to share. So like this is a good place to vent it out and voice your encounter. Um, it's kind of like back when I had a sales job. it was a pretty rough. It was a door-to-door sales, right? So like we had it rough. So uh, right before we go out to the field and knock on doors, we usually have like a rally hour. We have this really cool boss, right? Like I don't usually get along with the boss, but like this guy is good. Like he's a sales manager, but like it's not a salary job; it's a commission only job. And every day we go out at around 4ish. Like if you go out to knock on doors during in the middle of the day, nobody's going to answer, so you wasted your time. So we usually have like this power hour where he brought everybody donuts and coffee, and then he will have like motivation speech, and then we all vent out our sales stories and things like that. So I'm hoping this is partially serve that purpose, even though I do most of the talking. So if you guys have any stories to share, please feel free to do so. If you have any questions you want to ask, please feel free to do so. One thing you'll know for this live stream and me is we're keeping it real, right? Everything we do here, we are based on some kind of evidence or pattern that we observed. And it is most likely that, well, if I share something for real, that it the most in the expectation that you will probably face something at some point in your black magic path. I know some of you are just starting. I know some guys are just practicing sporadically. That's fine, but these are the things that you could probably expect to run into as a black magician instead of like throwing made up names of demons around and you have to do this, you have to do that. This is our style, this is our approach. Hello, Dixie Whipper, how are you? How's Holland? Marina said, I have a question. Yeah, please feel free to ask. So today's session will be about psychic blockages. It has come up quite a lot. To my surprise, a lot of my clients and previous clients and new clients come to me and said, you know, I must be blocked. Either somebody cast a spell on me, or my energy is not flowing, which is why the manifestation is not happening. So, like, I usually dismiss when somebody say their magic is not happening because they are cursed. Um, but the market is always right. The people are always right. People come to me with there is something there. I'm not saying it's cursed. I'm not saying it's beyond their ability to control. But if a lot of people are experiencing the same thing, so there must be some collective phenomenon that we can address. So I guess today's session will be mostly focusing on using hypnosis and trance state to remove all the blockages you have in relations to your practice and your black magic practice, or whatever you do, your psychic or whatnot. So we are using the research on flow state science, which is a topic for peak performers. Like when you get into a flow state, everything slows down, kind of like how um, a quarterback will throw his football in the most stressful situation, or um, you know, extreme skier will jump out of a helicopter and then everything slows down, yet he's moving laser fast. The kind of focus, um, the kind of timelessness that they feel. So we are approaching black magic as a high level sport. You are here doing black magic because you are the top tier of humanity. And we are approaching, even though you may not think so today, we're hoping that is your aspiration, right? So when we're moving in the right direction, we're automatically not moving in the wrong direction, right? Um, so if you are free, if you're flowing free, if you're in the flow states, everything, you're in a hyper sense of awareness. your timelessness, you're performing the same way Tom Brady do when he wins the Super Bowl, or Nader do when he wins his, I don't know, like 45 Wimbledons, that you automatically not being blocked, right? So this is the strategy we are deploying today. At the same time, we're just going to go through your mind and body and look for, blockages. I do have my first one of my first classes in college was Freudian psychoanalysis, or what we call psychodynamic therapy. We are not doing any therapy today, but we are using the same principle to look for all the blockages that you have in your mind or in your psychic self or in your soul. And we're going to clear them out today. Um, so that is the plan when we start. So let me see the comments. Frank said hi. Hello, Frank. How are you? Let me go to Marina first, and then we'll go to Dexter Weber. FG said, I just notified before this live. Okay, great. Marina said, like every time I got outside to talk. Hello, wifey. How are you? Marina said, like every time I get outside to talk to my gods, I hear dogs barking, and I see trees in my yard moving, and even there's no wind. So I take it like a confirmation that I'm heard. Yeah, it is possible. It is also possible. Well, I mean, so Marina, we are just taking what you said and we are applying to a broader audience. Thank you for asking. So a lot of beginners would be very triggered or nervous about their petition not being heard. Right? Your petition is heard if you do the ritual, if you have if you have good intention. A and B, there is also no need to look for confirmation. And in fact, I think like if you first meet the spirits, that particular spirit that you work with, they would try to signal something to you so that you feel better. But in the long run, it's not a good use of their energy. Uh, just expect your talk or your petition was heard, and then go on as if your spell is working. Like if you made a spell about starting a business, then go on to do the groundwork about starting a business as if your spell is working, and then they will come and intervene. Um, so the trees are moving, the dogs are barking. That's great, but also in absence of that, don't worry about it. Your spell is working. I hope I answered your question. And this is like a broader question. This is a broader answer to most people who are listening to this right now or afterwards. That like I see a lot of beginners will look for, oh, is my candle burning all right? Or they will say, if you are here, please do this. Or if you can hear me, move this water bottle across the room, or if you hear me in 3 days time, I want to see a feather or something. A lot of law attraction people do that. I mean, I understand why they do it, but A, it is a waste of energy, and B, what if that feather doesn't manifest or your candle doesn't burn? Like, does that mean it doesn't work and you stop doing what you're doing, right? So um, yeah, so when you're ready, move beyond this beginner's mindset, and you will find your manifestation come in. You'll find the communication a lot better, and also they will find a way to talk to you, right, in a meaningful manner. Like the candle burning out or not does not matter in the long run. Like the things that you wish your spirit to do for you to prove that they're there does not matter in the long run. You rather want your spirit to do something that matters in the long run, right? Um, Also, in a way, I'm not saying this is your case, Marina, but a lot of uh, beginners would ask the spirits to prove to them that they exist, or they hear them, or they are powerful. Like, uh, I had it a few times too. Like, my clients are wishing for like stupid things, and I was like, for example, right? I want to, I want my boss to say hi to me next week, and why do that, right? Well, because that way it will show to me, that way it will prove to me that the spirits are powerful and listening. I would say, first, the spirit has nothing to prove to you, and B, it is a waste of energy, and your whatever you doubt, your darker side is going to manifest. Like, if you doubt that the spirit is with you, then the doubt is the dominant force that you're exerting into the universe, and your doubt would manifest, right? So that's a good question and a good discussion, Marina. Thank you for asking. Dexy Wilmer said, I don't know if I'm cursed, but sometimes I feel like Saturn's influence that's blocking me. But long term, often good. Yeah, so Dexy Wilmer, good question. So a lot of people say that Saturn is like a negative star, negative influence. That's like I don't want to call names, but like that's not an appropriate or not understanding what all these forces are. There's no good force, no good planet or bad planets, right? It's just um, how you deploy this energy, right? Um, you know, there's no good day or bad day. It's just a day that you can make the best out of, right? Like, if it's sunny, go to the beach and surf and put some sunblock on and have fun. If it is raining, go fishing. Have you tried fishing on a sunny day? You get nothing. The best day to go fishing is always like really bad weather, raining a lot, cold, really dark outside. Or if it's snowing, go outside and walk on the snow. That's fun. Or go skiing, or go take some pictures of like a snow-capped campus or trees or whatnot. So Saturn does not block you. Saturn exert a certain kind of. First of all, did you did you run a chart, Dixie Wimmer? Do you know for sure Saturn um, is having an effect on you? So probably, and hints that you need to be more disciplined, asking you to stay more grounded, that your lofty ideas are a bit too far ahead at the time. So that would be like a Saturnian influence, or that, um, or it is a much deeper spiritual awakening. That what you ask for is too material. Hey, Abu Chakaka, how are you? So you guys are joining me on Instagram. We are having a discussion as well on. Abu Chakaka said hi, hi. We are having a discussion on YouTube. Um, this is why you hear me reading off comment that you don't see on your screen. So you can join us on YouTube, or you can hang out here. That's fine. Abu Chakaka says, should I go to YouTube? It's up to you, but it's more lively on YouTube. So Dexter Wilmer, I hope I answered your question. Um, after you said, I think my spirit guide shut down my way tonight hard. I was, hey, CC, you made it here. How are you, my friend? Um, I think CC and I are going to do some interview shows here on YouTube, right? Hopefully, we can get it um, before Christmas. Yes. So look out for CC. CC is a tarot reader on Etsy and a powerful witch. So if you want a reading, go look up CC's page. She'll take good care of you. Okay, so go back to FGFG, right? I think my spirit guide shuts down my way tonight hard. I was totally shocked and nervous for moments, but think deeply. I really don't like it or the path. They open another path for me. Yes, that's true. They say when God closes one door, close a door and opens another, right? Um, I just notified before this live. Okay. Hey, I'm here for you to consolidate, to console your slow time or your downtime. But pick yourself up, throw some cold water on your face, and look for opportunities. Right? I don't know the exact details, and I'm not you, so like I can't see what's happening around you. But I urge you to just take a fresh look at what's around you. Um, you are smart, and you are young, and you are surrounded by opportunity. So uh, just reach out and plan for contingency. And sometimes like plan B often works out better than plan A. Sometimes your plan A is too idealized, and then plan B you just go with the flow, right? And then the plan B turns out much better than plan A because plan A is usually very forced. Um, Dexy Wilmer said, "I did 30-hour fast this week. Oh wow, how did it go? How do you feel?" That's a good achievement. Everybody give him a round of applause. Um, Marina said, "Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Feel free to share questions or your insights." Dijana Bibek said, "I had a few spiritual visits of different demons. They only manifest to me, and I saw their faces. Why demons only appear? Nothing say to me what it means. It only happens after rituals." First of all, some spirit doesn't know how to speak. Some spirit, um, some spirit doesn't can speak. Sometimes Satan told me that sometimes, like there were a few times I caught Satan's voice in talking to some wandering spirits, and then Satan told me that, oh yeah, he's as a demon king, he's speaking for them. In my beginning of my career, I had a young lady that come to me and said she keeps seeing a ghost in her room. The ghost doesn't say anything to her, but then we evoke Raum, Raum, one of the 72 demons from the Archangel Asia, and then he translated for that ghost. Uh, so the demons that we often evoke have a lot of experience of human affairs, so they are more, or angels, so they are more able to speak to us and communicate with us, whereas some wandering spirits don't have that ability or don't have the experience. So you don't really need to expect a spirit to talk to you in human language. They'll find a way to communicate to you. Also, in astral sense, it's not the same as physical senses. Um, you just have to like let go of your five senses in order to get the astral sense. It's hard to describe, right? Can you describe a sense you never had before? So that's one way to answer it. Um, Another way is like, so you saw their faces. That's good. A lot of our clients, um, a lot of my clients have a hard time seeing demons. So you are already one step ahead, and maybe you just need more practice to do it. And sometimes they just come and check you out. Baphomet did it to me a few times. They may just size you up and see if you have anything to contribute to them. Um, so I mean, in retail, in retail magic that we're doing today, it's all about the clients and what you want and what you wish for, right? But in reality, it doesn't work that way. It's more like the demons want to check, or the spirits want to check you out and see if you have anything you can offer them. Um, and if they do, they will like groom you to be in a position to help them out, and in return, you get like blessings that they give you, or the goodies that you can enjoy in your life. Um, so, so answer your question. If that is what happens, so it means that at least your ritual is working. So, going back to Morena's um, point, it could be like a signpost that it is working. So keep doing what you're doing. Dexter Wilmer said, I did not run a chart, but I'm definitely walking against blockages in my life. So yeah, so like the hypnosis session is going to clear some of it out, and maybe I should write my next book on it. So there are a lot of like psychodynamic ways, and there's a lot of ways that athletes would do to reach their peak performance, to undo all their blockages. And you'll find that the technique that was used in sports performance psychology would have a lot to do with the same way a black magician to go into the trance state or go into astral plane, mostly because it's just a different of time and evolution, right? Like people who wrote the grimoire does not know about peak performance psychology, so a lot of what they do uh, turns out is the same effect and outcome as peak performance, and we are going to mix them up, find the best solution for us. We are not beholden to any book. We are not beholden to any equations or formula. We just come up with a way that best suits our needs as a black magician. Take it one day at a time. Some techniques work. We will refine them. Some techniques doesn't work for now. We will, focus on what works, and then maybe later we'll find the wisdom of maybe we didn't do something right, and then we'll go back and we'll correct it. Taxi woman said the fast was nice. I was very relaxed. My dreams were vivid. Okay, that's great. I was wondering how important in this is astral projection. Many magical texts talk about using astral projection to summon spirit. Yes. You find higher level of magic happens in the astral plane. So much so that so maybe, this is a bit too far ahead. Keep practicing what you're practicing, but like maybe looking down 1 or 2 years down the road, if you do ritual every day and you walk the path of magician, you'll find that um, the mundane world is just too mundane, right? So this is why I don't want to look down on witches, but you can see that I am like I'm kind of detached from like a lot of the spell work or witchcraft that is very like human centric and mundane, like who's talking about behind your back and how to stop people from talking about you and things like that. Yeah. Once you are traveling in the spirit world, once you are making things happen in the spirit world and then see it manifesting in physical world, it is a whole different ballgame. Should I say it that way? So I might have already had a session on astral projection before. If not, I can do a hypnosis session on that on a later date. But I'm pretty sure it's either I may have phrased it differently, but like look up my list of live stream before. There would had been a session on astral projection, and feel free to use that. And using astral projections to do rituals, yes, this is what higher level magicians do. So CC said, your friend is tired. Yeah, next Sunday. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because Dion's power. Oh, thank you, my friend. You'll get a glimpse in our mind and some thoughts. Yes, perfect. I can't wait, my friend. Just definitely do that. Any questions or experiences you want to share? I see a good number of people in the room, so don't be shy. Ask your questions, share your thoughts, or just talk about life in general. It's kind of like comedian, right? Like you would say, like sometimes the comedian would ask the audience to say something, and they will make a joke out of it. We can also do it here. You say something about your life, and then I will reply with some thoughts on magic and witchcraft. And sometimes what I say here is a channeling from the spirit around me that I don't even know, right? Sometimes people will listen to my live cast and say, this part really resonate with me. I was like, really? Because chances that some spirits are talking through me, and they can see into the future better than I do, right? So maybe they could see that one of their followers need a certain kind of lessons down the road, and then their plans, their way of looking at things are much different, much wiser than the way we look at things, right? Like maybe I make this podcast, and some of the followers in 2 or 3 years, or maybe I'm not, I won't. Maybe I try to stay on YouTube as long as possible, but maybe I won't even be here, and it's just obscure channel from 2 or 3 years down the road, and then some people, some man or lady, listen to this podcast, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, this is exactly what I need to do." So, life of a black magician, you're doing things for your spirit guides, even when you are not aware of. Oh, hello, Julia. How are you on IG? So, Julia, we are also on YouTube. Uh, we are just answering some questions for now. If you have anything you want to ask, please feel free to ask either in Instagram or you can ask it on YouTube. It is very lively here. Uh, and the hypnosis session will start after we answer all the questions. So I have some lecture notes, even though I don't really lecture here. But I feel like sometimes I should probably give more context before diving right into the hypnosis session. So, what are some rituals you can perform daily? Well, you're doing it, right? Weren't you doing the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram? Yeah, yeah. And you are also doing the middle pillar one, right? Those are like golden dawn. Yeah, yeah. So those are like golden dawn rituals. Yeah, keep doing that. It's like wax on, wax off, right? Like find something to do. It's like push-ups, right? You watch Karate Kid. Have you seen Karate Kid? You know what I'm talking about with wax on and wax off. So that do you know the bonus ritual? The ritual of the hexagram. Yeah, I heard of it. I haven't done it myself. After a while, they all kind of blend together. And you're doing it, you are also adapting it to yourself and your needs, right? So you could, after like a few months, you are you are seeing some changes, and then you are adapting to your body and your needs, right? Yeah, bonus ritual. Yeah, I do bonus ritual mostly as a routine practice. With bonus ritual, you can summon like every god in the realm. So for bonus ritual, so there was one part where you go through all the names of Yahweh, which is great. And if you don't want to go through all the names of Yahweh or respect to God, you can go through with the bonus ritual. You can go through any pantheon that you want. You can do the bonus ritual and swap out God's name, or you can include God's name. That part that says "Hear me," blah blah blah. Hear me, blah blah blah. You can just go through all the names of spirits of the arts creation, or you can go through the entire pantheon of um, all the Hindu spirits, or all the Olympic spirits, or all the African power princes. Yeah. So leave some offerings on the table. And I know, well, when I was a beginner, I went through every spirit from every grimoire that I can find. So bonus ritual is a good way to go through them, but it is on like the higher, uh, it's more on the power side, right? You're going to introduce a lot of chaos in your life if you do bonus ritual, because that is very powerful. It's like installing a 1,000 horsepower engine into your Honda Civic. So yeah, so in part of Karate Kid, you know what I mean by the wax on, wax off part. So something you just need to have a routine. Kind of like basketball player would, if they don't know what to do, they would just practice the layup, or hockey players would, um, just shoot at the net. And sometimes you have to find a way to practice. Um, if you don't have stick, right, you just pretend you're holding a hockey stick and you're going through the motions, right? I know a lot of golfers in the office, you have seen them, right? Um, they are not holding a club, but like they are practicing their swing without holding a club, right? Or if you're an executive, you have those mini putts in your office. Um, I know because it was one of the presents I got for one of my friends who got promoted, and I brought him like a mini golf set for his office. Uh, so I mean, you find a way to practice. Uh, would you recommend it? Well, when you're ready. Well, if you are, well, first of all, how comfortable are you with like crazy shit happening in your life, right? Uh, if you can embrace the chaos, then do bonus rituals. Um, the lesser banishing rituals and the middle pillar rituals are good for kind of like, doing push-ups kind of practice. Opens up your chakra. And I don't know, I can't remember if it was the lesser banishing ritual, but you go through all the sound chakra, right? Um, yeah, but yeah, in the higher level, you want to find something else to practice. You will have your own set of rituals that you can do. Um, Dexy Wilmer said, I mainly use my apartment for invoking. Now it seems like I can astral travel to my apartments, even though even at my mom's house currently. Oh, yeah, okay, sounds good. Um, as long as your own apartment, okay. Don't be going to the lady storm rooms. Um, like I can visualize my apartment very clearly, and then I do the lesser invoking rituals in my mind, even though I'm at another place. Yes, you can do that. Um, a lot of people do that, and glad that you are thinking ahead. Uh, I think I like crazy stuff happening. I want to experience the whole range of emotions. Okay, well, be careful what you wish for. Like you will have to go through the chaos without blaming the spirits, right? I think that is the hard thing to do. Like if you're stuck, like you took the wrong flight and you're somewhere in Africa, and you know I've been told, I haven't seen this myself. Um, some African countries, the way they vaccinate is to use the same needle for everybody on the flight. And when a machine gun is pointing at your face, you can't really resist, right? So a lot of crazy things is going to happen, and you're going to be like, oh wow, I'm having bad luck lately. So like you have to resist calling it bad luck or blaming it on the spirit or what have I done wrong, and you have to like brace it, right? Because if you call it bad luck, then you are kind of like distancing yourself from their intervention, right? So can you do that, right? Um, like or on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy do you want your life to be? Like don't expect to be stay employed for more than a few months. You know, expect to see the worst side of humanity because the spirit's going to give you the truth and truth and you know truth is definitely not what you want to see. There's definitely not what they taught you, right? uh, don't expect a relationship to last more than a few weeks or a few months. um, when your friends show you their true faces, how are you going to cope with that? um, you know a lot of things that you started had high hopes for is going to fall apart because the spirit wants to show you, some other things. So it's just more than just your ability as a magician. As you can see, Dixie Wilmer and everybody who's listening, doing the ritual parts is only a small part of a magician's life. It's all about walking this path of ascension, right? Like when people climb Mount Everest, all you see is this one picture that they reach the summit, right? You don't know how much pain that they went through. You don't know how much time they have to go through to collect the money to go to Nepal. You don't know how many of them never made it up there, or once, there was a lot of sad story, right, about people reaching the summit of Mount Everest, and then on the way down, they died from frostbite or whatnot. The weather changed quickly, and then they never made it down. Um, how far you willing to go, right? Dexter Wilmer said, "That's true. I will think about it more, but I will continue my lesser invoking ritual with Middle Pillar, or just do like a invoking ritual for the spirit that you like, Gemini or whatnot. Do the ritual, do some scrying. That's good exercise. Think about, what offerings you can put on your altar, and then see how it manifests in life. Those are fun. I did that before. Like I said, many years ago when I started, January asked me to go to Sephora to buy a lot of lipstick and put it on the altar. And then a few months later, in the height of pandemic, I started putting out that SC listing on Magic lipstick, and that turns out to be like a bestseller. Um, so a lot of things you can try and experiment and see if um, what rituals work best for you. It's like a gym routine, right? Everybody's a bit different, but as long as you spend your half an hour on cardio, you are in a healthy position. So wow, so we have burned about 15 minutes. So good job, everybody, for coming up with great questions. So yeah, so let me just go through some of my lecture material, which is going to be deployed in the hypnosis session shortly anyway. So when looking for blockages um, in your black magician or your witchcraft or your tarot reading or your psychic practices, so these are the things I will look for, right? Look for unresolved emotional trauma, uh, such as like residual of past experience could block you from your psychic current, or can block you from your manifestation. Mostly just you're just flinching when something good is about to happen. You're reminded of emotional trauma, so something that you want to work on yourself, work on having excessive ego. A lot of black magicians do that. Like after a while, they receive a lot of good compliments, or they started to believe their own advertisements. Um, their ego too rigid, and it disrupt the flow of high vibration energy. See if you have any fear and doubt that is going to creep into your vibrations, going to weight you down. You just have to confront your fear. Like it could be a fear that has nothing to do with what you're trying to manifest. And those, if you are a psychodynamic, if you have a psychodynamic background, Freudian background, you know that these fear and doubt creeps into every part of your life. Um, so you have to resolve that. You have unbalanced chakra. Um, your chakra is misaligned. So do some reiki, do some yoga, do your meditation to clear up your unbalanced chakra, to realign your chakra. You have mental overload, that you have too much going on in your mind and you're forcing things to happen. You have limited belief, your subconscious programming, and I wrote this down too. You have a lot of preconception of what magic is, or your religious programming is blocking you. Like for example, you may not even remember who said it, right? Maybe a priest say to you, witchcraft is bad, or these are false god, and these limiting beliefs is blocking your manifestation. Um, Also, like try to physically do a cleansing, like what Dixie Wimmer did, do a fast, or do a liver cleanse, liver flush, or do like a colon flush. Uh, I know the scientific validity is kind of controversial, but there's nothing wrong with just clear up your toxicity. With good medical knowledge, see if you can do a purify water cleanse, or do a charcoal cleanse. You'll actually feel a lot better after like cleanse. What else? So there's some external blockages such as energetic parasites or astral parasites. So a lot of parasites are caused by you. They are just You are just so doggone to a certain negative outcome that this fourth form energy that doesn't know any better is just feeding off it and just push keep you in a negative kind of cycle, so it can feed off that kind of energy, right? Um, we talk about negative astral influences, and we talk about like magical binding and curses. Um, we talk about how the blockages could happen because of a disconnection from nature. Oh, another thing you can do, if you do a lot of magic and witchcraft, and you're having this astral burnout, we call it astral strain. One of the things you can do is go to a forested area. Just if the condition is right, just try to walk barefoot, and the trees and the life and the greens is going to help absorb some of the astral energy and like excessive astral burns, right? Like you're collecting a lot of like astral parasites, and too much astral life form is attached to you. When you go walk in the forest, they will detach from you and then go with the trees and the forest. Uh, yeah, so in the old days when I wasn't having so much joint pains, I would go at least an hour on a forested path in my city, which is very pretty. So, find those paths and connect with nature. When I was younger, it was a lot colder before climate change. I love walking in the winter. I love walking in snow. It is so quiet. It really cleanses your senses. Um, what other form of blockages? So, well, it's listed that you haven't done improper ritual cleansing. Um, I guess like after the ritual, you are not grounded. Um, Inconsistent practice. That's true too. Sometimes people tell me that the magic is not working and whatnot, and I was like, when was the last time you actually do something magic? It was like last month, or like they did a big ritual and then that was it. They would tell me that, oh, I summoned the spirit last year and nothing happened. Well, what have you done between then and now, right? Um, Also, try to purify your intention. It is one of the major reasons why it's not manifesting is because what you want are mutually exclusive, right? I talked about this the last time. This young lady wanted her military husband to be around her all the time. Yet at the same time, she loved him for his, alpha maleness. So, like, if you want, you have to like clear out your intention or make sure that the intention is yours, that what you wish for is truly yours. A lot of times you watch a YouTube video and you see, oh, people on private jets, how cool is that? Or, maybe that is your symbol of richness. And then somehow it was ingrained in your intention, right? So clear that out of your head. Sometimes you're with a group of people, group of friends, some of them are toxic competitiveness, right? Like, you know, Jackson there just brought a Ferrari and everybody was like giving him all the attention. And then, at the back of your mind, they say, oh, I need to do better than Ferrari, I need to have a McLaren or whatever. So maybe it turns out that it's not even needed for you to achieve your ultimate goals, right? So make sure you do write down your intention and make sure that your intention is yours. You're not like mixing it up with other people's expectation of you. Um, all right, so you guys can tell what book I'm coming out next. Oh, I have published another book on the Dion banner. It's called Ericksonian Hypnosis. It's called Conversational Hypnosis. So if you're interested, check it out. That is more for eventually we will be running hypnosis classes and certification classes. That is a preview for like a higher end of hypnotherapy. So that manual is out. You know how NLP and PUAs. Um, oh, really? Lexi Wimmer said, I tried buying a book last week, but Amazon did not have a buy option. Really? For Kindle? I will have to take a look. But it is published the same way as all the other books that were published. Okay, I'll take a look and see. Maybe you're just not clicking on the right place, I guess. Oh, and also like Kindle is kind of like messed up. So feel free to like take a look at it again. So like when you publish books on Kindle, you have to like publish 3 times. You have to publish the ebook, which is the most popular option, and then you have to publish the paperback and the hardcover. So sometimes Kindle will read it as 3 different books, and it will take a while for the algorithm to to recognize it as the same book. So maybe you click on the offer, Dixie Wimmer. Click on the offer, it will have like options of all the book that I've published by that offer name. And then, there are more options for you to click, I guess. So maybe when you search, like that, only the hardcover comes up or only the paperback comes up, which happens quite often. Amazon being the richest company in the world, and they host AWS. They host like a lot of websites are running on Amazon server, and they couldn't even get the algorithm right. So maybe that was the issue. That you're clicking on the hardcover and you have to find the Kindle version of the book. So all right, so I won't have time to actually do the hypnosis session. So whatever, I'm going to publish an article or book on doing as soon as I have time. Like I have a lot of notes to publish. I just need time to like sit down and like punch out the papers, and it takes me hours to format it properly. Like, why isn't there like Microsoft Words of all its like thousands years in existence couldn't even like do automatic formatting? Like the sentence should not break halfway into the page. So, but in any case, those are good discussion. Anybody have any questions before we start the hypnosis session? Dixie Wilmer said, I can buy it now. Okay, great. Thank you, my friend. Make sure to leave a review. It will help me a lot. It will help the algorithm a lot. All right. Frank said, quick question. Yeah, please ask Frank. Do you know how to have a familiar? As in like a friendship spirit? Oh, thank you, my friend. Dixie Wilmer said he just brought a book. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, you do a ritual, and then do you have a specific spirit that you want to be with? Does it have to be like a? So you can create an egregore, which is like a custom made spirit for you, um, or you can find a wandering spirit, or some of them are like deceased humans, or stillborn babies, or aborted babies. So you just want company, astral company? Is that what it is? Well, eventually I have to put that book out. So create the egregore, and then sometimes the egregore you created it, and then you can get an extra boost when like a natural spirit come to inhabit that shell of a egregore that you put out, and then it will grow stronger. But in general, familiars are much less pronounced and powerful than like a god form demon. Or you can like evoke. You're still with Siri, right? You can ask Siri to send you one of his or her disciples to hang out with you. Um, yeah, so it's not that complicated. And all of Thai black magicians, they will have like hundreds of familiars. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like Thai necromancies, they would have like hundreds of spirits of stillborns and aborted babies or children that die young, and then he will collect their souls and have them as familiars. I think the point for a Thai black magician is that eventually all these familiars, if you send the familiar to do work for you, they will gain enough um, karma points, if that is a thing, or experience in the human world, so that they will incarnate into a physical body soon enough, right? Maybe do you have a specific questions about a familiar? I mean, do you want them to do things for you, or do you want one to just be hanging around? Actually, you're not alone in that department. A lot of my clients asking for spirits, like they don't want, superpower spirits like dragons and Beelzebub. Um, yeah, a lot of people are just. I won't say just. A lot of people are asking for what you are asking for. They just want astral company. Um, Make sure you send out your spirits to do things for you, the familiar or demon king. If you just let them hang around you, it's going to cause a lot of chaos. It's like keeping a tiger in your room, right? You have to send them out. You have to like exercise them, or else it's going to like rack around your house. Um, Frank said, "Thank you so much. I just want company." Haha. Okay. Marina said, "So if my grandmother, even if she wasn't okay with me, I can ask her to do things for me, and she would do it and win karma points." Um, so I'm guessing your grandmother has passed, and you're asking her spirit to do things for you. Well, you can ask. Um, so with recently deceased humans, I personally don't want to touch them because they could be uh, they should be on to the uh, next stage of the evolution. Sometimes spirit hangs around, deceased human spirit hangs around because of unfinished business, or if they are like infants, they may not have enough karma points, or stillborns, or aborted fetuses, or they may not have enough karma points, quote unquote, or enough energy to move on to their next uh, station of evolution, such as getting back into the human world if they choose to be reborn again. So, uh, if you, yeah, your grandmother she says she wants to help you to become a better person. The good thing about deceased human is that they are more familiar with uh, the human world, the physical world. The downside is that they are not nearly as powerful as a demon king. Hello, tomato rings. How are you? So in theory, you can ask her to do things for you. I won't. I'm not sure if she would definitely do it, but she would try her best to help you out. Um, there's a whole line of magic called ancestral spirit worship. So if you're Asian, you're familiar with it. A lot of Frank or FGFG, you guys could testify to this, or CC if you're still here, is they will have a whole section of their house dedicated altar to their ancestors. And with that, I think your grandmother would just help you with overall kind of uh, bringing you abundance, and maybe not specifically as the thing that you ask her to do. So good questions. Thanks for asking. And there are specialists in necromancy that are experts in that area. And like I said, unless a deceased human spirit asking for me to help them out, if any kind of spirit comes to me, I welcome them. But I wouldn't be searching them out just to not interfere with their evolution. Like for us, we need to let go of earthly possessions. And so a diseased human spirit, they definitely need to let go of their earthly entanglements. Frank said, personally, familiar is more like an obedience. Maybe expand on that thought. Like you want a spirit that is obedient to you, but I thought you just want company. So Dejana Bebek said, Dion, thank you on your answer. I was shocked when you said, I'm young. Well, can I check with you on Instagram? Okay, yeah, for sure. I just have a lot of things going on right now. So sometimes I just couldn't get back to everybody. Frank said, I mean, subjugation, like you're dominating them of some sort, in a way. I mean, books have been written for that, and a lot of people have tried. And if it works for you, it works. But if it doesn't work that way, then you know why, right? For me, I don't have actual things I want to do. So, like, yeah, if you subjugate a spirit, you better get him to do things for you. Like I said, if you keep like a ball of energy around, it's like you keep a fire around you, it's going to burn things. For me, I don't have actual things you want to do with. Maybe that's your issue, right? Like, do you hire an employee? You hire an employee to just have him sit around? Like, do you hire an employee just to talk to you? Maybe that's a different kind of employment contract that may be illegal in a lot of countries. Like, you don't hire somebody just for company, right? You can if you want, if you are like rich, and you don't know what to do with your money. And for familiars, for any spirit that you evoke, you have to like keep them around, and you have to like give them like candles for them, to set up an altar for them, right? Like the relationship have to help them in some way. So you don't want to burn your cash for like nothing, right? Like eventually they will ask you to do something for them, or they will just leave you. Like even if you don't ask, they're not your friends. Like they may be friendly to you, but like there's also like a exchange happening, and that the relationship has to be mutually beneficial, or at least beneficial to them, right? So you're just burning your resources, you're burning your energy, and you know think about what kind of outcome that you want, right? You don't play chess just to move the pieces around, right? It kind of have to go somewhere. um, Frank said, well understood. Thanks for asking. You know, a lot of people are talking about having familiar spirits and the Grey Gore just to be friends. Um, so keep in mind, even though we say it's for entertainment purpose only, it is not for entertainment purposes only, right? Like You don't hire somebody to dress as a bear. You don't hire somebody as a dancing bear in your office, right? Just so you can laugh at them. It has to do something and go somewhere. All right, so we have burned the clock pretty good. That time is hour and 15. So if we don't have any more questions, we will start with the hypnosis session. This is a good one too. Well researched, a lot of points, highly packed, a lot of energy in it. All right. All right, this hypnosis session is for unblocking your, or this session is about opening up your psychic blockages and removing astral parasites so you can upgrade your magical power and the power of manifestation. I want you to close your eyes now and feel my presence beside you. I want you to imagine my hand holding yours, warm and steady. A tether to guide you into the realm of deep relaxation and blissful release. And as you breathe in deeply, let the air flow smoothly into your lungs, filling you with warmth. And as you exhale, let go of every ounce of tension. Let your body soften bit by bit, melting under the soothing weight of my voice and energy. Trust me completely, as though we are one, moving together into a state of perfect surrender. Now, I want you to feel my voice like a gentle current, wrapping around your head, neck, and shoulders. Allow the muscles in your scalp to loosen, melting away any tension as if my hands are caressing yours softly, molding away every knot, untying, untying every knot in your body. Let your jaw release, your mouth falling slightly apart, and your face smooth and serene. Imagine now that my ethereal hands, my spirit hands, resting on your shoulders. As they press down lightly, all the tension flows out, melting into the floor. Warmth radiates down through your arms, filling them with a tingly vibration that feels organic, natural, and deeply moving. My energy moves now into your chest. Feel it expanding, opening, as though my hands are resting gently over your heart. Every breath is a wave flowing in and pushing out. Releasing all the stress and leaving behind pure bliss. Feel this warmth radiating outward through your arms into your fingertips. Let your body feel loose, light, as if every part of you is becoming weightless. Let go completely now, trusting me to guide you deeper. as my energy fills you, opens up to every locked space, planting my seed of transformation deep within your soul. The sensation spreads down, flowing into your stomach, your hips, your thighs. Feel how soft and pliable your bodies become, as though my hands are sculpting, as though my hands are sculpting you like clay, reshaping your essence into something perfect, whole, and free. Every knot within you unravels as my fingers, firm yet gentle, traces along your back, your sides, your legs, and now your feet. With every stroke of my energy, you feel yourself releasing more, opening up more, craving the gentle warmth that comes from inside me and through you, flowing freely. Let the vibration ripples through your body from head to toe. A deep organic pressure, a deep organic pleasure that is beyond thoughts, beyond resistance. Now, let your awareness drift as if your soul is flowing free from your body. Imagine yourself projecting outward, moving effortlessly into a realm of shimmering, ethereal light. The layers of energy surrounds you, cradling you in my energy cocoon. My touch is there, everywhere, massaging your soul, kneading away the remnants of ego and attachment. Feel the soft, warm pressure as I mold your soul into its purest, most vibrant form. The sensation is like a head massage, spreading bliss through your entire being until you crave nothing but this moment of deep, loving connection. As you float deeper into this magical realm, feel my energy envelops you, melting away every thought, every care, until you're completely open, completely receptive. This is your time to surrender to this sensation, to feel my energy reshaping your essence, planting the seeds of power and transformation. You are loose, light, and vibrating with bliss, as though every part of you is as though every part of you is coming undone, only to be rebuilt in a way that feels more real, more alive, more powerful than ever before. Feel your soul fully opening now, every boundary is dissolving as my energy flows into you, filling you, connecting us completely. A perfect belting of energy and will. The vibration grows stronger, like waves of heat and light, rippling through your body, causing your muscles to tingle, your soul to vibrate, and your spirit to crave the transformation that is about to come. And now, as you drift further, I will count down from 10 to 1. With each number, feel yourself sinking deeper into the state of pure surrender, of trust, of love. With each number, feel the connection between us strengthening, the bond of energy and will growing tighter, deeper, unbreakable. 10. Feel the warmth, the tingle spreading through your entire being. 9. Let yourself go, completely loose, melting further into my energy. 8. The vibration grows stronger, pulling you deeper into bliss. 7. Every part of you is soft, open, and receptive. 6. My energy molds you, shapes you, makes you whole. 5. Feel the cocoon of light around you, holding you safe and protected. 4. You are completely open, every knot untied, every care released. 3. My energy is inside you now, planting seeds of powerful transformation. 2. Your soul vibrates with power, ready to awaken to its fullest potential. 1. Surrender completely and melt into the infinite as you sleep deeply now, ready to be remolded and reshaped and reborn as a super powerful witch, transformed and limitless. I want you to feel my presence now as Dion standing before you as a guiding force, radiant and beautiful. Long hair cascading like silken threads of light, with glasses framing deep, knowing eyes that holds the wisdom of the ages. My energy wraps around you like a cocoon, gentle and reassuring, yet pulsating with a powerful vibration that reaches deep inside you. As you look into my eyes, a bond forms, a connection so pure, so loving, that it fills your heart with warmth and safety. My hand is there, holding yours, soft and firm, a tether that keeps you grounded in this blissful moment. Whenever you feel anxious or in need of comfort, remember this touch. Just squeeze my hand, and I'll be there, my presence vibrating through you, soothing, opening, and guiding you. Let my energy flow deep into you now, planting the seed of transformation, love, and power at the very core of your soul. I am with you on this journey, molding you, opening up all blockages, and freeing the pathway to manifestation. Feel the tingling warmth spreading through your body as my energy vibrates deeply, aligning you with the flow state. Every part of you is opening up, becoming receptive to the infinite possibilities before you. You are being shaped into a vessel of pure power and love, a witch destined to command the forces of the universe. Trust in me and trust this process, and feel the blissful release as your soul awakens to its highest potential, forever connected to your spirit guide and companion. Now feel my presence beside you as though I am an extension of your being, my hand holding yours, warm and secure, as waves of pulsating energy begins to flow through you, reaching deep into the core of your soul. Each wave moves with precision and purpose, melting away the heavy, unresolved emotional trauma that clings to the edges of your consciousness. These burdens dissolve like mist into the morning light, replaced by a soothing warmth that fills every corner of your being. A profound sense of relief washes over you as these wounds are healed, leaving behind only a peace, light, and openness that invites in pure love. As the energy flows deeper, it finds and dissolves the rigid structure of ego and identity that have bounded you. The weight of labels, roles, and expectations falls away, as if a heavy cloak is lifted from your shoulders. The essence of your true self begins to expand, limitless and free, vibrating with clarity and truth. This freedom feels like a revelation, a blissful release that allows you to simply be unbound, unburdened, and infinite. Fear and doubt, those shadows that we have whispered so insistently, are now swept away effortlessly. This energy pulsates through you like waves of light, clearing away those illusions and replacing them with a deep, organic sense of trust. A warm glow rises within you, filling your heart with quiet confidence. You feel safe, protected, and empowered, free to embrace your psychic gift without hesitation or resistance. This newfound clarity brings a sense of joy. This found clarity brings a sense of joy, like the first rays of dawn illuminating the path ahead. The tangled thread of subconscious programming are carefully unwound as the energy moves through the depth of your mind, dissolving outdated beliefs and limitations. These hidden blockages release their hold, and with each release, your spirit feels lighter and freer. A tingling sensation spreads through your being, a sign of alignment and renewal. Doors that were once closed begins to open, and with each opening, a wave of bliss flows through you, carrying it a profound sense of freedom. Energetic parasites, or astral parasites, have drained and dulled your light and cannot remain in this sacred space. Feel my energy moves with precision, sweeping them away and purifying your entire energetic field. This cleansing is thorough, leaving no trace of their presence. And in their absence, a radiant clarity takes hold, filling you with a vitality and strength. Your energy flows freely again, vibrant and alive, as you bask in the warmth of your own renewed power. Magical bindings and curses unravel with ease, their threads falling apart under the pure, focused energy that moves through you. Every chain, every knot dissolves, leaving behind nothing but sovereignty and liberation. The sense of freedom is exhilarating, a tingling rush of energy coursing through your body as the last remnants of these constraints falls away. You feel whole, powerful, and entirely your own as your energy aligns with your deepest truth. The connection to nature, once muted, now comes alive. The energy flowing through your bridges, the energy flowing through you, the energy flowing through you bridges the gap, aligning your essence with the rhythms of the earth, the flow of water, the breath of air, and the fire within. This connection feels organic, natural, as though it has always been a part of you. A deep love for the world around you blossoms, grounding you in the harmony of existence and filling you with a sense of unity and balance. Misaligned intention find their resolution as energy forces your will and aligns. Misaligned intention or impure intention have found a resolution as my energy focuses your will and aligns it with the highest truth of your being, replacing it by clarity and purposes. This alignment feels effortless, as though every piece of your spirit have clicked into place. Your intention now flows like a clear river, strong and unwavering, infused with a sense of direction and certainty. The karmic entanglement, the karmic entanglements that have followed you through your lifetimes are now untangled. Threads of your existence soothed and harmonized. The weight of past debt and unsolved energy lift, leaving you feeling tight, leaving you feeling light and unburdened. This freedom spreads through your being, bringing with it a profound sense of joy and release. The tingling sensation of this liberation moves through you in waves, a sign of balance and harmony now restored. This connection from your higher self dissolved as the energy lifts you into an alignment with divine light within. This connection feels natural, as though you're finally coming home to yourself. A deep sense of wholeness fills you, bringing, bringing tears of joy as the truth of your infinite self is revealed. You are now aligned, radiant, and in perfect unity with the highest aspect of your being. Finally, all the exhaustions and energetic burnout and astral strains, feel them fade as the energy replenishes you completely. Feel my energy flows through every cell, every fiber, restoring your reserves and renewing your vitality. Each wave fills you with warmth, strength, and light, recharging you at every level. This renewal feels organic, as though the very fabric of your being has been rewoven with pure energy. You feel alive, vibrant, and ready to embrace all that lies ahead. You are whole now. Your energy is flowing effortlessly, and your spirit is free and aligned. Let yourself rest in this state of pure bliss, where every breath brings joy, every vibration brings love, and every moment is filled with the knowledge that you are protected, loved, and limitless. Now, I want you to feel this overwhelming surge of energy coursing through you now, as Dion's power, my power, opens up every one of your chakra, every one of the gateway into the free flowing portal of astral energy. Your body hums with vibrational alignment, with each chakra spinning like radiant suns, aligned perfectly with the infinite flow of the cosmos. The boundaries between worlds dissolved as you become the bridge, the axis that flows between spirit as the spirit can enter the world freely. You are this portal, the center of the universe's flow, and every fiber of your being is attuned to the sacred rhythm of creation and transformation. Your mind, your mind sharpens into a state of laser-like attention, the world around you expanding into crystalline clarity. All your problems dissolved effortlessly as the answers rise unbidden from the well of infinite wisdom that had been unlocked within you. Time loses its grip on you, stretching and bending in harmony with your will, as every moment becomes an eternity of purpose. Your senses heightened, the air around you alive and whispers energy and spirit. Every sensation a symphony of creation. Your action flows seamlessly, every movement precise and unstoppable, as if the universe itself bends to your intention. A profound joy and bliss fills your being now, a deep and unshakable sense of purpose anchoring your soul to the divine. You are a vessel of hyper creativity, a font of boundless energy. Your mind, body, and spirit moving as one. There's no ego here, only pure confidence, unwavering, rooted in truth. As you rise to your fullest potential, you transcend the mundane, stepping into a reality where you're both the creator and creation. You are the embodiment of limitless possibility. Every vibration within you resonates with divine power, shaping the world around you with effortless grace. You are forever changed. My voice, the voice of Dion, the voice of God, has woven wisdom. My voice, the voice of Dion, the voice of God, has woven wisdom, memory, and power into every fiber of your being. You carry this transformation with you now, a living embodiment of eternal flow state, radiant with energy, purpose, and mastery. The portal within you remains open, its light never dimming, and you walk forward as a force of divine will in this world and beyond. You are limitless. You are sovereign. You are the flow itself. Now, it is time to return, to awaken, vibrant, and fully alive again, carrying with you the boundless power that has unlocked within. Feel the seed of energy I've planted inside you, seed of magical power, vibrating deep within your core, pulsating in waves through your entire being. Each pulse turns into a new facet of your potential. You are open, fully receptive, completely attuned to the flow of divine energy. Your witch divinity has been turned on. Your ability to manifest abundance and attract resources has been turned on. Your charisma, your magnetism radiates from within, effortlessly drawing in the opportunities and connections you desire. Feel this transformation physically in your body. Your chest opens and expands. Feel this transformation physically in your body. Your chest are now open and expansive. Your breathing full and energizing. Your every cell hums with newfound strength, and every part of you alive with purpose and vitality. This is the moment to seize, to embody your power. Commit now to your growth, to study, to work hard, exercise, and eat nourishing food. Now is the time to embrace life with passion and focus. Your magic has been upgraded. You are more than ever before, an unstoppable force of love, charisma, and success. Remember my voice, Dion's voice, echoing in your dreams and through your days, guiding you towards love, money, healthy body, and a pure, radiant spirit. Be thankful to this astral power, grateful to the spirits, and let your heart swell with appreciation for the infinite possibilities ahead. Now, let's awaken, rising into this new state of being, energized, inspired, and ready to act. I will count from 1 to 5, and as I do, you will come back fully awake and deeply aware, feeling this power resonate through every part of your life. Feel the energy rising, humming through your body, your mind sharp and clear. Each pulse of power aligns you with your highest potential, ripened and ready. Free, your heart opens further, full of gratitude and bliss. The seed of leadership, the seed of magic, the seed of witchcraft, vibrating deep within. 4. Your body feels strong, energized, and alive with purpose. Your magic is radiating outward. 5. Eyes open, fully awake, feeling inspired, turned on to your limitless potential. Welcome to your new, transformed self. When you're ready, come back to this room. Feels good, doesn't it? Take a moment to stretch, take a deep breath, fills your lung with oxygen, and for anybody who's still in the room, feel free to say something or type something, or if you have any questions about the session or black magic or witchcraft in general, feel free to ask. Frank said thank you. Thank you for being here, my friend. FG says still here. Thank you for being here, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Actually, I got a lot of good feedback from the last week's episode. Like I said, I was taking a lot of painkillers last week and I was speaking a lot slower, and everybody wrote back and said that was the best experience they've had with the best voice and tone and everything. So, yeah, so glad you're still here, FG and Frank. So, do you guys have any questions? So, how's Hong Kong these days, this week? I wish I'm there, man. It's nice food, much cheaper food than here, too. And food are much fresher. too. Like in Hong Kong, you guys just like you guys have like poultry and meat that were freshly killed, right? Or freshly butchered. Like right here, like from what I've been told, it's like a lot of our seafood, a lot of our food sources was flown to China to have it processed and then flown back to the US to be sold. Apparently, it's cheaper that way. So by the time we got our hands on our food, it's like 2 weeks old, even though it was like frozen. So you guys are so lucky to have like fresh poultry and fresh food over there. But I digress. Any questions or concerns about Black Magick? Anything you want to share? FGFG said, yes, I think Hong Kong is a good place to live. I agree with you. Also, like much nicer high-end restaurants too. Like here, you can like spend a lot of money, but like you're not necessarily getting better restaurant. I mean, the food is delicious here too, but like it's nothing compared to Hong Kong, like the elaborate luxury that has to offer. Like here, you just steam the lobster and then we eat it. That's like our high-end food. But from what I've seen from YouTube videos, Hong Kong is on a different league. FGFG said, I can eat worldwide cuisine. That's great. So when's the next time you're going to Disneyland? Are you taking the Disney cruise anytime soon? Yeah, I just watched a few YouTube videos on the newest Disney cruise ship. I think I'm reaching an age where cruise ship is like a good way to spend my vacation. It's like most of the people who review cruise ships are like in their 60s. I think that's the reason why. Disney, better to go before holidays start. Yes, I bet it's like it's like packed, right? Like Disney in Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong is generally like packed. Like you can't get around with like personal space. FGFGs are now already very crowded. I bet like they're waiting for schools to be out, right? So like all the children just have to go to school and then they can all go to Disneyland. You know what'd be cool? Like, you know how they closed down the Star Wars hotel in Orlando, Florida? They should just take that and ship that to either Hong Kong or Japan Disneyland. Like, I think there will be more people interested in the Star Destroyer exhibits in Hong Kong or in Japan. FGFG said 3 hours to take a photo with a character last week. Oh wow! Imagine like you are like a young actress and your dream is to be famous, and then your wishes come true and you're Minnie Mouse, and now all the children wants to take pictures with you. You're like a celebrity. Like, isn't that like a how a twisted wish come true? Like, I feel bad for the people who have to wait 3 hours to take a picture with Goofy, but I also feel bad for the guy inside the Goofy suit, in this whatever temperature that is, and hanging out for like 3 hours, standing around, and he pretend to be happy while he's like sweating like a molten glaciers inside his suit. He's sweating like a fountain inside his Goofy suit. The Star Wars hotels was beautiful, but everybody said it was overpriced. Hey, if you really like Star Wars, I guess it's not overpriced. But I think like they need to make it more Star Warsy, if that makes sense. Um, like I think the Star Wars hotel is not Star Wars enough. Like they're trying to bridge two worlds of like civilians and like people that actually um, that are like Star Wars enthusiasts. Like they should make the room itself like a bunk as a stormtrooper, or they have like an admiral's room, and it's modeled after Admiral Thrawn's uh, apartment or whatever in the ship. Like they haven't gone far enough, is my opinion. FGFG said no, they switch every 15 minutes on new Mickey. Oh, is that so? Okay, that's better. That's more humane. Lightling Fresh said, a lot of laugh, yes. Friends, that would suck. Yeah, I know her. Lightning Fresh. Nice meeting you, my friend. Frank said LMAO switch. Haha, yes, that's true. FGFG said, by the way, 3 hours cost Mickey and Minnie together in a group. Oh yeah, is that so? They could have just hired more Mickeys and Minnies, right? Like, I'm sure, I'm sure a lot of people would like do that job too. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it, but I'm sure, they can afford to hire more Mickeys and Minnies. I mean, dude, that is Disney World. Lightning Flashes said, I hope everybody had a good holiday and weekend. Happy December. My this new month blessing to everybody. Thank you, my friend. Best wishes to you too. Have we met before, Lightning Flashes? As a client, or have we met in social media or whatnot? Um, FGFG said, if you take with Pluto, just wait 10 minutes. Haha. Okay. What would you rather be, FGFG or anybody who's listening? Would you, like, if you're hired as a Disney personality, would you rather be Mickey and Minnie, or would you rather be Pluto? Do they have any Darth Vader walking around? FGFG said, I would rather be Donald. Oh, okay. Well, Donald, right? He doesn't wear pants because he has strong personality. Okay, yeah, that's great. And be mean, yes. But no, I mean like as a employee of Disneyland, like would you rather be Donald as dressed like Donald and then people come up to you a lot, or would you rather be like Pluto where nobody talks to you and you got to exist in peace? Nobody bothers you, and like 10 minutes up or 8 hours up, and then you go home. That's great. So we had good discussion here. I want to be Donald. Okay. I guess you really like Donald then. Cost look fun to mess with the customer. Oh, okay. That's true. By the way, I keep seeing angels numbers. Okay, that's great. That means the spirits are around you. And to the I forgot your name. Oh, for Morena, you asked earlier about signs. Seeing angels number is a good sign that spirits are around you. Too many, yes. Like when it comes all together, and then now you wonder how you could never how you have not seen them before, So it's not just angel number, it's that the spirits are directing your attention to them. That is part of it too. Like the angel number may have always been around your personal space, but now that you've seen them, it's because you allow the angel or the spirit to direct your attention to them. So that is a good thing. FGFT said, yes, they have meaning. Yes, that's true. This is good. So we have good discussion here. Are the food good in Disneyland? Do you have like a buffet? Somebody told me that in Disney cruises, they have like the best food on ship. Like they have tried many other cruises and they recommend Disney cruises for their food. So I'm not sure if that is true. FGFG said even they think Black Magick. Yes, that's true. I mean, Walt Disney himself is also a black magician. You know that. Like he had been a part of a lot of rituals, and he talks a lot of black magic too, summonings and things like that. So Hong Kong Disneyland is just pricey. It's just pricey in food. Oh, okay. I guess so too, right? Like I've been told that it's like isolated. You can't just go and grab a bite. So you're locked in there. You're forced to spend money in there. So the time is 12:33, 24. We have been on air for 2 hours. And if there's no more questions, okay, if FGFG said Dion, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, please ask if you have questions. Oh, okay. FGFG said, I'll take it with you in private. Okay, yeah, sure. Drop me a note. Does anybody have any more questions? Like, if you have something important to say or you have something to ask, I'm willing to stay around for as long as it takes. But I also don't want that air, FGFG said, ha ha ha, okay. So if there's nothing further, we are going to end the stream. Hope everybody have a good Thanksgiving, safe travel, have a good December, have a good start of your holiday season. Enjoy your Cyber Monday shopping. The lottery is hitting big numbers now. Mega Million is like 500 something million dollars. Hope everybody wins the jackpot. Do a lot of great things, eat a lot of good food, have a lot of romantic outings, live life to your fullest. Via Magick, let magic be done. I'll see you guys next week.